Hello, I'm Azai. Welcome back to Pankatsu Akuma. You know the drill? I just came back from the gym and chilled out for about half an hour maybe. So yeah. You know, I've been thinking about a lot of things throughout the past year, and I don't know, I feel like a lot of the things that are being addressed or, being brought up in this game kinda makes me feel like, what's the word? I feel like the things that they're showing in this game is way too insignificant, man. I mean, I know that people's like love and stuff is always different, their definition and whatnot, but man, these games really make it feel like I feel like the fact that these games exist means that some people probably feel this way about love, right? And it just rubs me the wrong way about those people. Like, I'm not gonna change their opinion or anything, but the fact that people really think that this is how love is supposed to be really is just weird to me. But yeah, let me just talk about the last episode recap. On the last episode, we did the side route for Rin. It really was just an excuse to have sex with Rin, really. Nothing much happened. We did some part-time work with her. She got into heat. We had sex. That's it. Really nothing much to say. Okay, we're gonna do Arla. I don't know what sort of story this is gonna be, but yeah, I'm just doing this based on how I like the girls, and you're definitely dead last, my girl. So let's just see what's gonna happen here. The sun reaches its zenith, and I feel it start to really bear down on my skin. So hot. I know for a fact though, or not a fact, but I'm pretty sure that this is probably gonna be the 8th scene where the bondage stuff is gonna be a lot more apparent, since she does like using those bandages or whatever. I wonder if the news has called this year the hottest one on record yet. I imagine you would just say it feels a little warm, like it's no big deal. Although this is a resort town, so I suppose it's actually cooler here than it is further inland. Speaking of which, how is Arla doing? Wouldn't she be more or less used to this, being from a desert? I'm probably not gonna be enjoying this route a lot too, because I'm probably gonna have to censor some of her dumb sprites. Just saying. I glance to and fro, searching the beach for her until I hear her voice from somewhere. Alright, just strip. Arla? So this is where you were. What are you doing? I also find it really weird that she would call me like Oni-san or whatever because, like sure we're close, but we don't have any backstory with her other than the fact that she's Emi's friend, right? I don't think we got any sort of backstory flashback about us being really close to Arla. Like, in any way. She's sitting with the water over just her toes, curled up into an Arla ball. Her expression is unmistakably fretful. Oh yeah, that. I have no idea what she's getting at. She makes odd gestures to accentuate her opaque point. Sweat drips down her forehead. Cute yet curious. This begs for further investigation. No? I do know that there's a foot massage with those fishes or whatever. They're supposedly like eating your dead skin, so it's pretty good for you. I don't know how it feels though, I've never done it. And I don't really care, to be honest, guys. Like my feet and hands, like, the palm of my hands and the palm of my feet, or whatever you call the sole of your feet, they're really soft. Much softer than girls, for sure. Huh. It has that effect? Rheumatism? What is that even? I think I know rheumatic. I think it's like an old people disease. Something about your back or something? I don't know though. Like, I've heard of the name. I just don't know what it actually entails. Oh. Having known her for so long, this conversation is depressing. I could practically see the childish cartoon-style question mark pop up next to her head. I decide to look past her sad attempt at hiding whatever her deal is. So, what are you actually doing? Whoa, what a reaction. I didn't think that was much of a pressing question. But for some reason, Arla's full body flinched when I asked. Okay, calm down first, then talk. Now seeing this brings me back. I remember having to get Arla to calm down like this quite a lot in the past. I seem to recall this being her usual state back when we first met. The nervous twitching was a thing back then, that's for sure. So they're kinda making the backstory here, but only on her route, which I find really weird. How would you want, like, prior to this, we actually don't have anything for Arla about, we don't know anything about Arla other than the fact that she's my sister's friend. So what was the point of me wanting to choose her, right? If I wasn't making a playthrough, there's no way I would have chosen Arla for sure. She can talk to me normally by now, of course. Like, there is nothing distinguishing about her at all, right? Before this, she strips, and I guess if you're into her body type, that's probably the reason why you want to pick her. But other than that, I don't think there's any reason you'd want to pick this girl. I stand corrected. This version of her is much worse off. Arla, chill, deep breaths. Okay, just like Lamaze? What is a Lamaze? Keep going just like that. Lamaze? What is that? Arla would be perfect in a gag comedy. I mean, having her around is a strangely calming experience. But right now, she's the one who needs to relax. That's it, Arla. Just let yourself down easy. What is this conversation? That was easy. She's already turned completely passive. Just a little rub on the head and Arla's a cat in a sunbeam. What a remarkably appropriate metaphor. I can't help but crack a smile when I see her go into adorable mode like that. She's like 1 year older than you. This isn't an attitude that, like, what, a 16-year-old should be like showing, right? This is weird. Okay, so what were you doing? If she's like 12, I'd understand, but she's like 15, 16. She holds her hands in front of her and taps her fingertips together anxiously. Ugh. That's just not fair of her. As far as I'm concerned, however much like a little sister I might see her, it's easy to forget that when she gets all cute like this. What? As far as I'm concerned, however much like a little sister I might see her, it's easy to forget that when she acts all cute. Okay. Weird sentence, but I understand it. Clearly still unaware of this, Arla sheepishly opens her mouth. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to speak a little louder. I didn't catch that. What are you talking about, girl? The waves are drowning your voice out. One more time, please. Whoa, hold on. Where'd you learn to talk like that? Arla is an angel to me, yet unblemished by any corrupt influence. I'm practically in brutally shocked from hearing her say those words.
この前エミちゃんに教えてもらいましたけど
How is she the epitome, I don't know how to actually say that word, of innocence when she did that, you know, like 5-girl hand job? Also, the thing with the bondage, with the bandage thing, when we were doing the pig thing. How the fuck is this girl is the epitome of innocence? See, this is... God, this game! From the actual angel to the figurative one, of course. There's nothing I can do about that, I guess. I mean, I suppose there might be, but it's Emmy after all. Man, if I didn't have the 8-scene, like, DLC for this game, I feel like I'd just be... I would rate this game very cruelly if there's no 8 scenes in this game. That's for sure. Because the story in this game is hot trash. Some of the comedy bits are okay though, like, but damn. With the damage already done, I guess I'll have to punish her with a flaming use special for dinner tonight.
あんまりエミちゃんをいじめないでくださいねせめてお尻に棒を入れるくらいで
I pretend I didn't hear Arla say that. Sometimes ignoring a comment makes for better manners than addressing it. I'll just file this under ways to take the high road. That was a pointless exchange, so what was she doing? So, the trouble is that you can't swim, is it? Okay, there we go. I make a point of directly asking why she can't go into the water while my mental image of Arla crumbles to dust within me.
そうなんです恥ずかしいから誰にも言わないでくださいね
I don't think this is anything to be embarrassed about. A lot of my friends can't actually swim. I don't think it's anything to be shy about, but okay. What have you done at the swimming lessons they give at school?
顔を水につけて離す作業をしてました
I don't know if Japan even has swimming pools. Maybe they do? I've never been to a Japanese school, so I don't know. But they do maybe? Maybe not all schools, but damn. That's all you've done till now?
はいそうですけど何か変でしたかやっぱり泳げないのは問題ですか
No? No, it's not that big a deal. Oh, Arla, you poor girl.
私海とかがない場所で育ったのでどうしてもそのイメージがつかなくて
By the way, where were you raised again?
言ってませんでしたか
Nope. I still clearly remember the day Emmy brought Arla to our home and introduced her as her friend. Being a kid at the time, my first thought was, oh hey, a foreigner. But I didn't really give her much consideration beyond that. You're lying, Ren! Japanese people definitely have a lot of preconceived notions about foreigners. I don't think that was what you were thinking. But how close she was to Emmy, she became like another sister to me in no time.
私の実家は裏エジプトにあります
Oh, other Egypt. Now I see. Where is that exactly?
姉さんにしては引っ張りましたね
Well, for a second, I thought you might be joking. So where's this other Egypt? Near Egypt somewhere, I presume?
裏エジプトというのはですね魔界に近いところにあるんですがこっちレンさんたちの世界にも近いんです
So it's like a border?
ちょうどこっちの世界の裏面にある感じですね
Other side? In my head, I automatically picture an Italian plumber warping down to World 1 too.
レンさん
Are you thinking about Mario? All I can think of is some weird level skip glitch in a video game. Is that anywhere near what you're describing, Arlen?
間違ってます間違ってるんですけどイメージ的には分かりやすいんです
Making sense of this topic is proving to be a real challenge. Conversation is a tough skill to master for real. So what's different between other Egypt and this one?
ですねどう違うんでしょう
I don't know. I'm the one asking you. Looking at Arla, I figured the only profound difference is that demons live there. It seems that life in one of them isn't much different from the other. I don't know about that though, Ren. Hearing rumors about Egypt, it's definitely not someplace you want to live in. Not even someplace you want to go to. At any rate, aren't there rivers in Egypt you could swim in? I'm sure we went over that in geography class at some point.
一応ナイル川があるんですけど、近くに住んでなかったので、私の実家はピラミッドがあるところなんですけど、ご存知ないですか？
You mean like the pyramids?
はい、あのピラミッドです。三角形の。地理的にはこちらとあまり違いありませんし。
So I'm guessing like the demon world is some sort of dark realm that just mirrors this world, right? So Egypt and other Egypt is basically geographically the same, but you have to take like a portal to get to other Egypt. That's what I assume is going on in this game. But I don't know, they probably don't even want to address it. Oh, but aren't pyramids basically tombs of ancient kings and nobles? If you live near those, then does that make you one of them?
はい、そうです。うちはファラオの家系なので。
Seriously? That's the most surprising claim you've made so far. This means that Arla is in fact royalty, basically a princess. But now I understand where her occasional air of dignified nobility comes from. She has that? Wait, maybe that's not quite the right word. This might be an odd question, but are those mummies in museum exhibits?
私のご先祖様です。なんだか恥ずかしいですね。
How would that be your ancestors when, you know, they're supposed to be from the actual Egypt? Arle giggles to herself and strikes a playful, cute pose. I fail to understand where the attitude comes from. Is that a mark of the difference between her and a commoner like me?
なので、川が近くにある、ないというよりも。
But yeah, guys, I'm saying all of this stuff, but I know for a fact that I'm thinking way too deeply and the game just doesn't want to address this shit. But this is the stuff that you're gonna get from my playthroughs, alright? I will always point out ridiculous stuff that, you know, these games do.
私はピラミッドの地下に住んでいましたので、泳ぐ機会がないままこちらに留学することになったんです。
You never build up a tolerance to bodies of water then?
そんな感じです。
I've known Arle for so long, yet I never noticed a streetiverse before. I'm actually gonna get rid of the like noise gate on my OBS, guys. Sec here. So that sometimes I actually don't hear myself in the video. Or sorry, I actually hear myself, but you guys don't hear it. It's probably because I have the noise gate here. Let me get rid of that. I already have a built-in noise gate on my audio interface, so I don't think I need it.
それでですね。お恥ずかしい話なんですが。
What? Were you expecting me to shame you for something? Don't worry, you can tell me anything.
これを言うのは勇気がいるよ。これ話してドン引きされたらどうしよう。
What is between us? There is nothing.
でもいつかは知ってもらわないといけないし、それにレオ兄さんなら大丈夫だよね。受け入れてくれるよね。
Arle shrinks into herself as her cheeks flush a shade of crimson. Her shyness is showing, nervousness moistening her eyes. What exactly am I supposed to expect her to say? It feels like she's on the verge of some romantic confession. Oh boy, my heart is a kettle drum in my chest. No? My heart beating's the same normal speed, probably about 50 beats per minute. I have to calm down. Why am I so overly conscious of Arla right now? I mean, she's practically a little sister to me. She looks up into my eyes, practically exuding an aura screaming, "Protect me." No, this can't go on. I have to live up to the expectations I see in those clear, innocent eyes.
姉さん、私の告白聞いてくれますか？
Yes? Startled by her sudden increase in volume, I strain up reflexively.
実は 私プールとか海とか入るとドサエモンみたいに浮いちゃうんです。
Yeah, whatever, Ren. I'm so whatever, Ren.
しかも一度沈んだ後にプカーッと浮いちゃうんです。
He was gonna just agree to an engagement? Like, do you even like this chick? God, at least think about it. Like, you know, give me some time or something. This turned out to be way more mundane than I thought.
恥ずかしいよ。
Sorry, but I can't quite understand what about that would be humiliating.
やっぱり分かってもらえなかった。
I mean, just get yourself some weights or something so that you drown.
仕方ないじゃないですか。マミーはみんなこうなんです。
Aha, mummies are undead. Of course they would float like corpses. Wait, if all mummies are like that, why would it be such a deep personal issue to her? Well, everyone has their own worries to work with. I mean, if you're floating, then that makes swimming easier. What the fuck? I don't understand the point of this. Like, what she's worried about. It's time for... Oh, did the voice suddenly just cut off? Like, BGM... I actually thought that was my audio interface glitching out, but no, the music suddenly just cut off. It's time for dorm het mode. Well, listen, I get that you, or mummies rather, have trouble swimming. So you want to learn how to swim, don't you?
それはもちろんですけど。
Then why don't you practice with me?
いいですか？
Otherwise, all either of us would do here at the beach is sit around making sandcastles alone. And that just sounds pathetic to me. You would be surprised by how many people go to the beach and they just, like, sunbathe and don't actually go to the actual sea, Ren. Plus, I did promise to help you wherever I could before. You're like a sister to me, Arla, so you can depend on me for anything. What's this? I thought you'd be happy to hear me say that.
ありがとうございます、レンさん。私嬉しいです。じゃあ手伝ってもらっていいですか？
Yeah, sure, I'm all yours. Her clouded expression immediately gives way to a white smile. I mean, so far I feel like this story makes a lot more sense than Riria's. She doesn't want to be treated as a little sister, sure. But isn't this basically the same as Emmy though? I mean, in Emmy's case, we instantly told her that we are into her. So that was like a bigger hurdle than this one. This one's the dilemma is on the girl instead. But because I don't really care about Arla, I probably won't care about this story, to be honest. We'll see. Still, what was with that brief moment where she seemed almost crestfallen? She's not saying anything to explain that, so I won't pursue the topic. I keep the question of why she made that face tucked away in the back of my mind, instead grabbing her hand and leading her back to the water. Okay, then let's start by getting those feet wet, literally. Yup, there's the attitude I like to see. So here we go. She seemed to be wholly resistant to getting in the water, but...
Zap, zap.
He got into the water with no problem. She's walking around waist deep in the sea like it's no big deal. Why was she hovering at the water's edge just a few moments ago then?
あ、はい。私だってこれくらいなら大丈夫ですよ。
I'd been expecting us to take all day to get to the point where she could start practicing her swimming. But somehow I get the impression that she'll have mastered it in that time instead. You'll take all day just to make her, like, go inside the water? And you're telling me you're gonna do that? Like, I don't think Ren is a kind person, guys. I think Ren is a fucking idiot. Who does that? Who has the patience for that? Like, if I was him, I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna shove her into the ocean or something. And it's like, you know, it's the freaking edge of the beach. She's not gonna drown, she's just gonna get wet. Like, what the fuck?
問題はですね。ここから泳ごうとすると。
She bends over, assuming a position not unlike the breaststroke. And just before her chin hits the water, suddenly she flops, head dipping under the water. Arlen! Oh god, is she drowning? No, she can't drown. In a panic, I move to dive after her. It floats to the top. Yup. She's right. I can't let anyone else see this. That was the definition of the dead man's float. Subjecting a girl at her age to the public eye in such a state would be downright cruel. I don't think anyone's gonna care about this, Ren. This is just so dumb to me. With her face submerged in the water the whole time, she practically was drowning. I hurry to grab her and pull her top half out of the water. But I guess this is like typical anime comedy, right? They exaggerate a lot of stuff. I wonder, like, I grew up watching To Love Ru, guys, but I wonder if I rewatch To Love Ru, I might not enjoy it anymore. Because it's similar to this, right? They exaggerate a lot of stuff, and it's a dumb story. They don't take themselves seriously. It's all about the ecchi moments, of course. Oh, but you were totally drowning just now. What should I say? I really don't know how I'm supposed to address this. But constructive criticism and praise are essential when teaching. I'm not gonna be able to teach a mummy to swim. Go back to your house and try to ask your mom about how mummies actually swim. I'm impressed, Arla. Most people who can't swim have trouble staying afloat. But you can't for the opposite reason. This actually means you might have some real talent, latent swimming talent. Plus, if you ever get swept out to sea, you'd be guaranteed to survive. That's false praise, Ren, and I don't do false praise like that. Oh, that made her happy. A pity, I was half joking. But I do prefer to see that smile on her face, so I'm okay with this result. Yeah, Ren is one of those people that doesn't really mind lying as long as they can make the other party happy. And I'm not that type of person, guys. I will tell you something really cruel as long as it's, you know, like the truth. Like, I don't care about people's feelings. Like, you know, sometimes it hurts to hear the truth, but that's what's gonna make you improve, right? I guess we'll start with the flutter kick then. I'll hold on to you. She grasps my hands in front of her chest and beams at me. I also don't really like Arla's voice, guys. Her, like... I wonder who her voice is. She kind of reminds me of Komari-san from Little Busters. And I don't know whether or not that's actually the same girl. Let me actually check. Arla's voice actor. Because I really do not like Komari-san's voice actress. It definitely bothers me for some reason. I don't know why. From Princess Evangel, she's, Nogi Tommy. I don't even know who that is. She's Minya and Fina from Venus Web Frontier. She's Momo from Boku 10. That's like the little sister, I think. No, she's actually not Komari-san from Little Busters. She's Toa from Evenical. Which one's Toa again? Oh, the girl with the backpack. Allison the Witch from Maggot Bates. Chrono Box, she's Kokuchonu Mashie. Which one was that? I don't even remember this. Allison the Witch. I don't remember this girl. And I played Maggot Bates. Oh, she is the girl in the wheelchair. Okay. She's Medico in Dona Dona, and oh my goodness, I also do not like Medico. Okay. Did I miss something? She grasps my hands in front of her chest and beams at me. Better suited words to go with that facial expression hardly exist. Awash with sudden embarrassment, I can no longer look at her directly. You're doing great, Arla. Keep going, just like that.
はいこう足を上下させればいいんですよね
Why would she even need, like, a floaty if she can just float? I don't understand. And I don't understand anything about this whole story. This is weird. Yep, that's it. Try to keep your face above the water for now, though. I tightly hold Arla's arms in front of her and make her practice her kicks. She doesn't need to learn how to float, after all, so getting the hang of this comes first.
でお兄さん絶対に離さないでくださいね
Stop worrying about that and just trust me.
信用はしてますけど怖いです
Arla tilts her head up to look at me, worry filling her eyes. I respond in kind with a smile that will hopefully ease her heart. Don't let your chin down or you'll get a mouthful of seawater. That stuff's salty.
はい飲んじゃいました
If anything, Arla's delightfully predictable.
すごくしょっぱいです
It's okay to spit it out. Go ahead.
姉さんの前でそんな恥ずかしいことできませんよ
As much as I appreciate your ladylike side, now's the time for swimming, not etiquette. Now this is something I'd really equate with brotherly care. Hey now, Arla, don't forget to keep moving your legs. The splashing resumes. Arla puts enough power into it to send water flying everywhere.
なるべく顔を上げてですね
Atta girl, just try to keep your eyes on my face.
ちょっと恥ずかしいです
What is that?
レオ兄さんの胸って男の人って感じがします
Ren doesn't even, like, exercise. Like, I mean, I get that this is Japan, guys, and Japanese people, even if they don't exercise a lot, they're pretty thin. They're, like, pretty lean by themselves, right? But they don't have a good body. Like, let's be real. Their bodies aren't, you know, muscular or... They're not good looking. They're like sticks. Well, now I'm the embarrassed one. Who wouldn't be after that line? This is very, very, like, unrealistic. Like, you'd see, like, those, in anime, there'd be those people that would, like, train and whatnot. And I do think, like, the training themselves are also dumb. If you guys watch One Punch Man, there's, like, this guy does, like, what, 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups, and then 10 kilometers of, run. Arla continues kicking like a machine. You're just gonna overwork yourself if you do that. You're gonna overtrain yourself. Not from the sit-ups and push-ups, but because of the 10-kilometer run. You're not supposed to run that much every day. She's putting her all into it, as I suggested. At her core, Arla is an earnest girl in the best way. Not only does she love animals, but her determination can't be beat. Her only personality problem seems to be her nudism, or rather, her need to feel liberated. Good, good.
急にうなずいてどうしたんですか
Nothing. I was just thinking about what a good girl you are. Indeed, she is, to the point where I can't leave her alone. It's why I'm here teaching her to swim in the first place. I'm fond of girls who put their all into what they do. Arla's legs suddenly stop moving. Arla,
急に言われても私
he only says girls. Like, that's just a trait that a girl should have. Come on, it applies to both males and females. What? Wait, now's not the time to quit your stammering. Go to bubbles. Slowly, Arla's body begins to sink. Oh crap, Arla's going to go full Titanic at this rate. The voice she's making sounds plenty cute, but it does nothing to help the situation. Get a grip, Arlen. You're not hurt, and we're in the shallows anyway.
それは私も小さい頃からお兄さんには面倒を見ていただいていますが、心の準備とかいろいろなものがありまして、無段階というか前振りというか。
Man, these sort of characters really don't do anything to me, guys. Like, some people might think this as cute, but to me, this is like, okay. Like, that's literally just my reaction, like, okay. Like, I have no reaction to this. This is just, that's it. It's kind of weirding me out. I'm not sure what you're talking about now, but you're so sinking.
そうそう、シーズン。沈んでます、沈んでるよ、お兄さん。
You have a freaking floaty, Arla. Move your legs, Arla. Go back to your dead body style.
財布じゃないです。
This whole CG doesn't make any sense to me. The least they could do is actually make her not use a floaty. That would make a lot more sense. There we go. That's the way. I successfully pull Arla back to her senses and resume the training. I slowly tread backward, pulling Arla along. As I taught her, she keeps her head held high and splashes up and down with her feet. Yup, she's starting to really get the hang of this swimming business.
レオ兄さん。
I feel like I wouldn't have the patience to teach swimming to anyone, really. I mean, if I was with my nieces, then I wouldn't mind teaching them, but if it's like a stranger, I definitely wouldn't do it. I mean, Ren considers this girl as his little sister, but there's no way I would ever do that to someone that's just my niece's friend. I guess I'm not really all that I mean, I know I'm not affectionate, but you know, I definitely give like a strong line on people who are not my family. I reply absently, mind wandering. Would I do it to a close friend? I don't think I would either. I mean, I probably would teach it to a kid, but I don't think I would do it to an adult is what I'm trying to say, I guess. I guess I wouldn't mind if my sister's like friend's kid would do that, you know? I guess I actually don't mind teaching kids, but if it's someone my age and they want me to teach them this and they act like this, I'd be kind of put off. It's weirding me out, yeah. Like Arla's attitude really reminds me of a kid, and that's actually a turn-off for me. I'm like, what? Ever since we came to live at the dorm, Arla's been calling me Onisan more. This isn't a new name for me on her part by any means. She used to do that a lot. But recently, she had kept it restricted to just Ren-san.
いつもありがとうございます。
Where'd that come from?
レオ兄さんには昔からお世話になりっぱなしですね。
I don't really think of it that way, honestly. You're Emmy's friend, and I can't complain when it's like I have one more adorable little sister around.
そう言ってもらえると私も嬉しいです。こうやってレオ兄さんに助けてもらっていると思い出しますね。
Remember what?
入学式の時のこと覚えてますか？
The ceremony? Oh, that. Sure. Yo, Arla.
レオに、レンさん。
Congrats on making it in. We're at the same school now.
ありがとうございます。
Arla stops wandering anxiously around the schoolyard and beams at me. Seeing her in that brand new uniform is a refreshing sight. Rather pleasant in my opinion. What are you doing here? Just glancing around like that? Are you lost?
実はエミちゃんとはぐれてしまいまして、人も多くてここもどこかわからなくて。
I mean, this is a pretty big school, I can't deny that. Oh yeah, this is an easy day for that to happen. The new students, all the other students, and various others including their guardians are all crowding the campus. Is Emmy not picking up her phone?
それが県外って言われちゃって連絡がつきませんでした。
Out of range? Wait, is Emmy lost too? It's possible. Knowing Emmy, no doubt she'd have a signal problem here. Whatever's going on, you look like a zebra on the run from a lion right now. Have the clubs been harassing you to join? Have you had any trouble with them?
はい。いろいろなところで捕まりそうになって大変でした。
With Arla's luck, I imagine every soul in the school approached her about joining a club. And with that defenseless aura Arla puts out, it's no wonder people go after her. There must have been a frenzied rush to secure her before anyone else could. Imagining her running away from that is kind of adorable. I can't hold back a grin.
笑わないでくださいよ。
Arla puffs out her cheeks in frustration. I couldn't help it. The thought is simply too adorable. Really? I don't understand, man. Hey, I'm sorry. Forgive me? There aren't many students joining clubs right now, so try to cut them some slack. They're desperate.
はい。その活気があって楽しいなって思いましたから。
Alright, if you're interested, then all is well. I don't mind shooting the breeze with Arla, but now's not the time. The heck is shooting the breeze? Arla, you wait here. I guess just chilling with her? I'll go find Emmy and bring her back. Knowing Emmy, she's probably just floating around watching whatever fun-looking clubs display she can find. And as a worst-case scenario, she might actually be lost. As I turn to leave, I feel a tug on my uniform. A glance behind me reveals Arla's hand at the hem of my shirt. Her eyes are wide, suggesting that her actions surprise even herself. Arla, just calm down and take deep breaths. Do people like this girl actually even exist? Like, at this age? What were your parents doing? Were they not teaching you anything? Were the schools that you've been to didn't teach you anything? Like, see guys, the problem with stories like this is that, you know, they always omit a lot of the details about how, like, these characters are close, right? But, you know, there's different other characters that are supposed to help these people, not just the main character or the people that we know. Like, what about her classmates? What about her family? What about her teachers? Right? What about those guys? Do they not teach you anything to help you with your, like, anxiety attacks like this? Well, that was pointless. Okay, I get it. Arla must have felt as helpless as a lamb in a lion's den, getting stuck here alone. I think if I see someone actually doing this in real life, if they're not a friend, I don't know what I would do. I'd probably, like, be curious and ask them what the hell is going on if they have anxiety issues. But if they're a friend, I'd be like, you know, you might want to take some counseling or something to help with that. Right? And to make matters worse, she isn't used to the campus at all. Like, there must be an underlying issue why she's like this. Why don't we go find her together then? Ooh, that made my heart skip a beat. The look she just gave me was the image of pure, unfiltered happiness. Gotta stay calm, she's Emmy's friend, practically a sister. I better not start getting any weird ideas now. Practically a sister? What the fuck are you talking about? How? I don't know, maybe it's different when you grow up with someone, you kinda think like that. But Ren was clearly thinking that she was hot though, right? So the fact that he has to, like, stop himself by thinking that she's practically my sister is weird to me. It's not like he doesn't know that she likes her, like he likes her as a woman, I mean. Right, sure. And so, Arla and I went to find Emmy together. Jeez, she's nowhere to be found.
どこに行っちゃったんでしょう。
She wasn't with the Magnet Research Club or the Satellite Construction Club. What the fuck are those? Where else would she be likely to go? Also, why does our school have so many specific esoteric clubs that have so few people? I mean, they say being too orthodox is the death of knowledge. This is thinking the opposite too far. Don't you think so? Huh? She's gone. Crap, now she's been separated from me as well. Arla? I hear Arla's voice ring out from behind the school building. What could she have found over there? Well, whatever. Now I know where to find her.
すっごい可愛い。なんなの？私を魅了しちゃうの？つぶらな瞳が見てる。可愛い。
For someone who doesn't want to be left behind by me, you left me behind pretty quickly, Arla. Wow, she's straight up broken. Arla-san? What are you doing?
可愛い動物を見つけてしまったので、つい。
Just kinda. Arla's clearly got a soft spot for animals. Okay, I get that this would be an endearing spectacle normally, but this is far from normal. I typically expect such a reaction for baby chicks, cats, hamsters, and the like, but you don't seriously mean these snakes and crocodiles, do you?
可愛いですよね。
Arla is rubbing the cheeks of a crocodile with her bare hands. She says they're cute. I guess I could see why? Maybe? No, I mustn't delude myself. The only cuteness I see in front of me is coming from Arla. I don't really think that animals are cute in any way either, to be honest. So this is something I also don't understand. Like, this is probably like even more alien to me than like to you, Ren, because you still think that dogs and cats are cute.
たくさん動物がいますけど、生物部なんですね、ここ。
I think Animal Husbandry Club is a more fitting term. See an enclosure over there? What the heck is husbandry anyway? But there aren't any members here. Maybe they've gone to recruit people.
そっか。生物部か。
Arla's eyes are practically sparkling. Ugh, I think I'm like catching something, guys. I've been coughing kinda frequently. This is probably happening because of 2 days ago when I was at my dad's birthday party. My sister actually caught something from her kid. So like my niece got it, the first one. And then my sister got it and she was like coughing a lot during the party. And I think I got it too. Hopefully it goes away in a couple of days. It's not like too serious, but I am coughing a lot more often or frequently. You guys don't hear it, of course, because I mute my mic. I prefer not to let her stick around in the same place as a bunch of snakes and crocs, but when I consider how badly she clearly wants to join, I think this club would be a good choice for you.
そうですか？
Amy might say otherwise, but I think so. I know how serious and hardworking you are. If you're that big into animals, isn't this perfect?
合ってる。ですか。
Arla's expression shifts, obviously deep in thought. She doesn't seem happy for some reason. Weird. She must be pondering whether or not she can handle it. A hallmark of truly serious people. That's why I remain silent and leave her to it. Letting Arla make this decision herself is crucial.
わかりました。生物部、私もいいなって思ってたんです。
Then she nods, and a pleasant smile blooms on her face. If this makes her dad happy, then all is well. Then it's settled. I'm sure the animals would be happy to have a caretaker like you. Let's go find a paperwork to join. Yeah, see, what about all of the other, like, biology club members? They're supposed to be pretty close to her. Like, she's not only supposed to just be close with me. I can understand Emmy's only close with me because of her backstory. and also because of the fact that she's my sister. But you should have a lot more friends than me. Hmm? Hang on, I'm getting a call from Emmy. Hey, what's up? Where'd you... Okay, got it. I'll come get you now. Apparently, Emmy took some weird pill at the infirmary and started feeling weird. I'm going to pick her up. Wanna come with me? I figure we'll find a form to join a club in a staff room anyway. And so, after we secured Emmy, Arla officially joined the club. Yeah, I remember that day. I don't think I really did much to help her in the end. I just happened to be there at the right time. Typo? But now that I'm reminiscing on it, it's clear to me just how long Arla and I have known each other. I mean, you're reminiscing about what? This is probably a year ago at most, maybe 6 months ago. She's like in her first year. Riria and Emmy are a childhood friend and sister, respectively. So putting them aside, Arla and I have been pure acquaintances the longest. No? Hmm? Just when the idea floated through my mind, Arla asked me about it directly. I'd say you have, yeah? No? No? Grown, matured, etc. That's not exactly the vocabulary I'd use while being pulled along in the water, learning to swim like a kid. Still, that does get me thinking. Yeah, see, Ren clearly doesn't think that, and he just says yes to make her happy. I mean, I'm a guy, aren't I? Arla's a girl, and she's wearing a bikini to boot. Plus, look how close we are right now. Somewhat less pure thoughts begin to waft into my mind. Likewise, my eyes also drift downward to the region in question. Though nothing's left to imagine, really. I've seen her naked enough times. With that memory in mind, I can say confidently that she has indeed grown since then. Her body, sure. Not that I ever had the chance to see her naked back then, of course. But the other girl's development was pretty obvious from the start. Riria's chest is visible from space, and while Emmy's not at that level, she's decently endowed as well. Compared to them, I admit her pace isn't quite the same. I guess she's talking about her height. I never said anything about that region, but I'm sorry anyway. Maybe she's actually looking at the chest. I mean, I personally don't care whether or not a girl's like tall, short, big boobs. I actually do mind. To me, as I said, because I exercise a lot, like even before I exercise, I consider big boobs to be something weird. But it seems a lot of Japanese doujin artists really like big boobs. I don't understand why. Now that I exercise, it is like reinforced. My thinking is reinforced by the fact that, you know, when you have big boobs and they kind of easily, droop down if they're too big. And, you know, in my mind, if you have big boobs, that means you're fucking fat. So yeah, it kind of reinforces my thoughts about how I dislike big boobs after I start exercising a lot. But hey, 3 centimeters, how about that? Well, I'm sure there's potential in her yet. I honestly think Arlie is perfect at this size though. What? In the middle of imagining her future figure, Arlie breaks me out of my reverie. With a rather determined expression, I might add. What's up? Tired? Arlie mumbles, reluctant to keep talking. Yeah, I kind of like them, you know, small actually. Because as I said, it means that you have a fit body type. I never thought the day would come that someone would press me for an answer on the one true internal controversy of a man's lifetime. But I've given the matter a little thought. Some thought yes, but not enough to come up with an answer. Of course, if I could resolve the dilemma myself, I could hardly consider it a matter of internal debate. I don't think you only give it some thought, Ren. The reason why you're saying this is probably because you have the same stance as those doujin artists. Like, the bigger the better. So do I or do I not? I need an answer. With Arla expecting a response, I have no other option but to pick one and run with it. Seriously though, what's the right answer here? Or wait, should I even answer at all? If I say I like small ones, then I'm branded a pervert whose dying wish is to jerk it all over a flat chest. Like, who cares? Like, here's the thing, guys. I feel like there's nothing wrong with jerking it to a flat chest. Like, jerking off, I feel like whenever I jerk off, I don't, like, you know, spew love in my mind. When I jerk off, I don't think about loving this girl. I'm like, you know, getting rid of all these dark desires inside of me. So, like, who cares what I fap to? Yeah, man, you guys don't understand just how fucked up some of the scenes that I fap to. We're playing these sort of games, okay? Even if this is too much information for you guys, I don't care. If I say I like them big, then I'm human trash who'd want to die by live burial in 2-ton tits. I'm already checkmated. Whichever way I reply, Arla is bound to be repelled. What a dirty trick on Arla's part. Arla presses the assault, leaving me no time to retreat or stall. Think, Ren Fujima, think! There's an optimal response to this somewhere, just find it. I prefer your breasts, Arla. Whatever you say, Ren. It's not right, man. Now my pervert score is even higher than either of the first two choices. I have to recover by following that up with something. Clearly a lie. Like, do you not see that he didn't actually answer your question? Huh? Oh, yeah, sure do. Oh man, that almost sounded too reluctant. But hey, go me. That was the right answer. How is that even a right answer? How is there a right answer to what your preference is? See? This is why I don't like Ren. He always thinks that he wants to please people, right? There you go. This is clearly the thought that proves that. There is no right answer to what you like. There's no right answer. Sure, there's an answer that, you know, that can sway people's opinion, and that, you know, if the majority thinks that it's the right answer, then that's the correct one, but fuck that. Who cares about the majority? What about you as an individual? See? I dislike this sort of character. What about you? At least I hope so. After all this time, I still fail to grasp how the feminine mind works. What, if I said I like big breasts, are you gonna get implants? Don't do that. You're dumb if you do that. Oh, on that note, Arla-san, hypothetically, if I'd said that, what would have happened? So I guess you just give me a hard time? Aha, a little tug, okay. Yep, fitting for Arla. I imagine she'd tie me up up all nice and pretty, with a bow and everything. At least I hope so. Is this really the sort of people that we want to be around with, Ren? If you're just like voicing your opinion and they don't agree with you, you're gonna get punished for it? Is this really the sort of people you want to be with? Think deeply about that, guys. Think deeply. This girl is trash. If I don't like you, you're gonna do something to me? Like what? That's my opinion though. Yep, sure is. The sun is still beating down on us with full force, and just because I don't like small breasts doesn't mean that I don't like you. Like, I just prefer them big, right? This is like hypothetical, of course, if Ren says he likes them big. And yet, a deep chill just ran down my spine.
お兄ちゃん、今日は私とひと夏のアバンチュールを堪能するって話したじゃない。
You know, I wish we did do that, Emmy. I kind of miss you, my girl.
レン君、私の水着パイズ。
I don't know exactly how you plan to end that sentence, but please calm down, Ruria. I know there's nobody else here, but that's exactly why we need to observe order and decency.
こうなったらこの弓で。
The last thing we need is some outlandish development from your end.
じゃあこの薬を飲むかい？
That pill is shining. No sane person would swallow that.
私の実家に帰る？
That came so far out of left field that I don't even know how to respond.
レンさん、モテモテですね。モテ野郎ですね。
Ugh, Arla, you're scaring me.
レン君が入った水を。
I don't think... Well, I don't know if there are girls who are that perverted. I know that guys actually buy bathwater, and that's weird to me. But man, people who do that, to me, they're like, wow, you guys are disappointing. You guys are an embarrassment. Why are you even alive? Like, what the hell? You would buy people's bathwater? There's nothing there. Riria, knock that off. You'll get sick drinking that. Everyone seems to have lost their minds. In the chaos that follows everyone's arrival, Arla and I are forced to postpone our swimming lessons to another day. Maybe there are girls like that though, but they're just a lot more minor than guys. Guys are a lot more open about their weirdness, I guess. I mean, if you're like that, then who cares? Like, this is just my opinion, but you guys are weird. Okay. But if you guys are enjoying yourself, if you guys have a lot of money and you want to buy bathwater, sure. I'd just, if I were you guys, if you got money, then why not just buy a hooker? But maybe they have the same tendencies as I do, you know? They want to actually save their first time for people they want to marry. But I guess they just, you know, it's weird. I feel like I'm like this, and I'm voluntary like this, like, right? I'm voluntary being a virgin. But I guess those type of people aren't really voluntary, like, those are like what you call incels, I guess. I untie my apron, take it off, and stow it in its usual place. Today's breakfast includes bacon and eggs, salad, toast, and coffee or black tea to drink. Spreads of blueberry, peanut butter, and other varieties also populate the table. It's pretty much a buffet. Only... Did you say there's salad?
何か見逃した？
Yeah, salad, okay, okay. I thought there weren't any, like, savory foods, but no. Breakfast is ready, everyone. I bang on my frying pan with a ladle. I've always wanted to try doing that.
おはように。
Hey, you'd better hurry up and eat or you'll be late.
はーい。なんか最近のお兄ちゃん、お母さんみたい。
Do you even remember my mom? It's been years since she came home, right? Is that a compliment? Shut it and eat already.
はーい。
I prepare the animals' food while I observe everyone else assemble one by one at the table. At some point, Shigeru graduated from eating pencil shavings to wolfing down whole pencils. All that remains are Pochi and Gome. First, dog food for Pochi. And for Gome, the eggshell should do. The whale eats anything. What? You're giving him eggshells? I mean, she? I actually want to know if there's anything that monster won't eat. Gome is Fia, okay? Be kind to Fia, okay, Ren? Pochi, time for your food.
What?
Not you, Lardo. Sit.
我に供物を捧げよう。
I can't believe this is Fia. I can't believe this is Fia. They should have like a joke ending where this thing turns into a beautiful girl and we bang. I would love that. Here, I brought some eggshells just for you. Eat up.
松坂牛。
Oh, a budding gourmet now, are we? Eggshells are a perfectly luxurious source of fuel for you.
快楽天。
Those are fuel for something else, not the body.
ごちそう。
Okay, that's kind of pushing it on the innuendo. You know what? Fine, I'll bring you one of mine later. As long as you stay away from Pochi's food today, got it? So he wants my porn mags? Why would Gome be placated by a porn mag of all things? That well is seriously weird. Though me actually going along with that just makes me just as bad in a sense. Normally, trading porn mags is something human guys do. Here, Pochi, bon appetit. No, not in Indonesia, Ren. I don't think we even trade porn CDs back then. I mean, nowadays, I guess we bring like a hard drive and everyone would copy it. I remember doing that back in high school. Like, there's this guy who would download lots of JAVs and hentai and shit, and we would just copy from that guy. She devours the food like it's her last meal. It's kind of refreshing to hear that sound in the morning, when the alternative is such a pain. After so many mornings of being on food duty, it's about time you start showing me some affection. Pochi, shake. Pochi briefly lifts her face from the bowl and stares mystified at my hand. Oh wow, I've never even seen a dog laugh, much less a laugh through the nose. Don't give her food. Fuck this bitch. Oh, and you even spit on me. That's some advanced technique you've got there. Pochi's already a complete jerkwad. I'm 100% sure that Tamachan is to blame for this. Don't feed her tomorrow. Fuck this bitch. Would it kill you to show me some love? Come on, I even make your food every day. You could at least humor me with a shake. I put my hand out again, and this time Pochi looks up with an irritated look on her face. Bro, if you really do this, you don't know who makes your food? She slowly extends her paw as if to say, well, whatever, if you insist. Thank you very much, mistress. Well, she may not have been into it, but at least she actually did shake. Can I call this progress?
Whoa!
You still have food left. Where are you going?
Pochi!
Arle? Did Arle already feed her? Or does Pochi feel the same way about Arle as she does about me? I followed the dog silently and watched them interact. I mean, she's into animals, so...
ご飯食べる？そっかそっか。レオ兄さんにもらったんだね。美味しかった？
You understand this, bitch?
そっか。よかったね。いつも美味しいご飯作ってくれるもんね。
Can't you tell her to be kinder to me then?
じゃあ、みんなにご飯あげるから遊ぶのはその後でね。
Don't bite the hand that feeds you, bitch. Talking to Pochi, by the way, not Arla. Aha! So Arla has been feeding them. I haven't seen her in that traditional mummy garb in a while. Wait, this is rare. She's actually wearing clothes around the house. It's supposed to be normal, right? It's kinda sad that I had to remind myself of that fact. But that doesn't really matter. Gome, you're going to eat my porn mag after this, you overeating pig. Who's Dante? Among the other animals, a smallish dog slowly approaches Arlen. This new pooch, apparently called Dante, wobbles forward and eats eagerly from Arlen's extended palm. There's something about this scene. Just watching it makes me feel like my soul is being cleansed. I don't really care about animals, guys. I don't even... man. I was gonna say I probably wouldn't even care if this girl was giving food to the homeless. But, yeah, I had to think about that, whether or not I would care. Yeah, I still wouldn't care. I guess I am that much of a unempathetic jerk. But this is just how I am. I definitely wouldn't care even if they were animals. Or sorry, humans. Maybe this is what it's supposed to look like when someone's getting over their problems. I'd like to think so anyway. But just watching her secretly like this is doing her a disservice. I should join them.
ねえ、ぼっち。少し私の話を聞いてくれる？ ありがとう。あのね、私、最近変なの。レイお兄さんのことを考えると、胸がドキドキして、キューって苦しくなるんだ。
I unconsciously freeze when I hear Arla mention my name. That sounds just like. Are you in heat? Wait, so does that mean? No way.
レンさんはいつも私みたいなダメダメな子にも優しくしてくれます。この前だって泳ぎの特訓に付き合ってくれて。私は結局沈んじゃったけど。
She giggles to herself and gives Pochi a rub on the head. The other animals have been quietly listening to her story as well.
レンさんはね、私が困ってるといつも助けてくれるの。初めてこっちに来た時は本当に心細くて、言葉もあんまり通じなくて。
Shouldn't that be Emmy then? Because she's your first friend?
エミちゃんに連れられてやってきた私の頭を撫でてくれたっけ。
I'm surprised she still remembers that. I remember it too, so perhaps I shouldn't be. Emmy announced that she brought a friend home, but I couldn't see anyone else when Emmy came in. I only saw Arla hiding once her voice meekly rose up from behind Emmy.
一人は寂しいです。
She said that to me once in conversation sometime later. Arla was a nervous wreck at the time, and she never sought to interact with people. Though I have to admit that she's not much different now in that respect. But that's the main reason she seems to have so few friends. That was what compelled me to start patting her on the head. It's okay, I told her. You're not alone. You have me and Emmy, and Riria next door too. You make plenty of friends here from now on. Those were my words to her.
最初はね、お兄ちゃんができたみたいで、とっても嬉しかった。
What about your family? Does your family never actually do anything for you? I mean, I'm saying that because most families aren't like mine, guys. Like, my family doesn't even care what I do when I was a kid. Like, they didn't abandon me financially. They still, like, you know, pay for my tuition and stuff. But they don't really care about what I do. So the fact that I didn't turn out very much as a problem child was kind of a miracle, to be honest.
この気持ち、わかる？
我は理解しない。名誉を得た心強さは馬力に勝る。
ゴメちゃんは難しい言葉を知ってるね。でも、心強かったな。というか、胸がポッカポカした。
Arla's one-sided confession continues as she gives Gome some food.
あの頃から本当の妹みたいにずっと私のことを可愛がってくれて。
I don't think this is fair of us to actually listen to this, Ren. We should probably, you know, like go to her and talk about this.
見守ってくれて、笑いかけてくれて、本当に本当に優しい人なんです。レイお兄さんみたいな人がお兄さんで、本当によかったって。
Oh, geez. I don't have a mirror on me, but I'm sure my face is bright red by now. I mean, I was already certain that Arla didn't dislike me to any extent. Really, I was pretty sure she liked me one way or another. But I didn't think the emotion went so deep for her. My heart's racing right now. I wonder if someone likes me, I would reciprocate the feeling. I mean, if I don't like them, I probably wouldn't, but if someone just tells me straight up they like me, then there must be a reason why, right? What is this feeling? Ugh, how am I supposed to face Arla from now on? I probably wouldn't though. I'd probably be weirded out. someone actually likes me when I'm like this, you'd be like, what the? How? I'm an antisocial, like, weird guy. I wouldn't say I'm a sociopath. I don't think I'm a sociopath. But I'm definitely on the borderline of, not really empathetic.
でも最近の私変なの。レイお兄さんを見てるとドキドキしてわーってするの。私レイさんのことお兄さんなのに好きになっちゃったみたい。ねえどうしようコメちゃん。おじい。
I mean, come on, Ren. You weren't expecting that to be, going along these lines?
こんなすぐに服を脱ぐ女の子なんて嫌だよね。ね。
Love? Love? Arla loves me. That's a word she just used, I'm certain. I didn't doubt that she thought dearly of me, sure. But more like a friend slash brother than anything else. I figured romantic love had nothing to do with it. I guess I was wrong. I was wrong. That's right, it was just an assumption I made myself. Arla just said herself that she loves me. So wait, what comes next? Nothing? If you don't like her, then that's it. You're just gonna say, sorry, I don't like you back. The next big thing to affirm is how I myself feel. Whoa, Pochi, when did you come over here? Oh. Damn, I said that aloud.
なんでここに。
Yeah, I always feel like it's not really fair when we overhear these conversations when they're talking about us and we just silently listen to them. Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but there's no point trying to explain myself out of this one. I slowly walk out from my hiding spot.
さっきの話聞かれちゃいましたよね。
I'm really sorry. I won't expect you to forgive me, but I'm sorry anyway. I bow my head as low as I can. I just listened to Arla pour her feelings out in private. That couldn't have been more rude, to say nothing of my dishonesty.
頭を上げてくださいレンお兄さん。
Arla. Arla speaks with a gentle tone. I slowly straighten as if being pulled on a string.
さっきの聞いてたんでしたらご存知かもですけど私は
Arla draws her arms in and clenches her hands, bracing herself. Her knuckles turn white with the force in her grip.
私アルルはレンさんがレンさんを一人の男性として好きです優しくていつも見守ってくれるレンさんが好きです。
And I'm back. Sorry about that. Like, my neighbor actually was using the grinder, so I was like pausing the recording while I was muting, and turns out it was only for about like 5 seconds. So I just like took a short bathroom break, and I'm back. Arla. Pressured by the situation, Arla confesses her feelings to me on the spot. Not for a moment has she taken her eyes off of mine. You're not mad at me for listening in on what you were saying?
まああれですよ。こんなところで話してた私にも問題がありますし。
True, I was partially at fault though for listening in.
それにいい機会だったと思います。自分の気持ちをずるずる引きずらずに、こうして言えましたから。
Arla. Dragging one's feelings around, huh?
それでなんです
Oh, she's done.
レンさんのお答えが聞けたらなーなんて。
She tilts her head down and looks up at me anxiously. Her cheeks are almost a fluorescent red. She stands there, waiting for my answer. So how do I answer her then? It's not like this is the first time I've pondered it. How exactly do I feel about Arla now? I've known her for years. All that time, she's been a friend to Emmy and me. She's always just so naturally genuine, earnest, and determined when she needs to be. A good girl, beyond a shadow of a doubt. She gives everything her all. She did it for the swimming lesson, and always does for her biology club duties. Oh, sorry.
バックログです。
And she always faces a challenge head on. Honestly, she's so bright that it's blinding. I mean, yeah, she gives it her all, but if there's no progress being made, like say for the swimming lesson, I don't think that actually... am I a mean person, guys? Like, if you really give something your all, then you need to have like some progress. I mean, sure, she might not be able to swim, but she should be able to do something, right? Maybe like swim for 5 minutes or something. But I don't know, I guess I'm being too harsh on her. Okay then, back to my feelings. Because I feel like if I were to give everything on a single task, I would be able to do at least a decent job at that something that I do. That's how serious I am. I know my answer, whether I think about it or not. I know how Arla is so well already. My eyes have been on her for all these years. And why is that? Because I feel the same way about her. Are you sure? You sure you just didn't say this because she said she likes you first? I see the doubt in her face. In spite of that, she refuses to look away from me now. The reason why I'm saying that, guys, is because sometimes when you're unsure whether you like someone, people enjoy being liked, right? There's no one that doesn't enjoy being liked. I feel like that's that's just human nature. When someone likes you, you enjoy that feeling. But for me, I don't really care whether or not people like me. It's a good feeling, right? But I feel like that shouldn't really dictate how you feel. It's a good feeling, sure, if people like you, if people, what is it? If people share your the same like emotions or the same likeness as you, it's nice. That means that we have something in common. But that doesn't necessarily mean that we're the same, you know? Like, just because I like the same thing as you guys do, that doesn't mean I'm going to agree with 100% about the thing that we like about too, right? But yeah, I'm what am I trying to say here? I basically don't let other people's opinion like dictate how I feel or how I think, like at all. I would like introspect. If I really feel that way, then I would say it. Sometimes, as I said though, I might be lying to myself unconsciously, and that is just sadly one of the bad habits that I have back when I was younger. And that's why I try to not lie about my own feelings anymore. My own feelings, my own thoughts, I just give them straight out. Because when you lie to yourself, the only one that's hurting is gonna be you. No one around you is gonna care. Yeah. I know now. That nervous expression overtakes Arla's face once again. The truth is, I actually...
ちょっと待ってもらっていいですか?
Okay? She gonna like record me saying this or something? Ugh, that came out of nowhere. Arla, why would you stop me when I'm ready to put my heart and my pride on the line?
よく考えてみれば、私のようなすぐに服を脱ぐ女の子をレンさんが好きになるでしょうか?
What? What is she talking about?
他にも魅力的な女の子がいるのに、私なんて。
This has taken a turn in a direction I wasn't prepared for. Arle-san?
しかもレンさんに触れられると興奮しちゃうし。
Oh, so is that how far we're taking this confession? Is that your chicken impression?
仮に恋人同士になって抱きしめられたら絶対エロになっちゃう。
I doubt I'd be inclined to object to that myself. I don't really care if my significant other knows that I'm a pervert, right? I mean, if that actually turns them off, then that just means that we're not meant to be. Like, I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna stop myself from being a pervert. I'm a pervert by nature. Like, sure, there are times that I'm not perverted, but when I'm horny, you know?
こんな服脱ぐわ。勝手にエロになる女の子、レンさんにふさわしくありません。
Doesn't mean I'm gonna have sex with her though, right? The thing is, whenever, like I said, fapping to me is like a way for me to regulate my lust. That's how I consider fapping. Like, I fap a lot, of course, but I have also done some self-discipline or abstinence during a couple of, maybe it was like a year and a half ago, where I didn't masturbate for about, I think it was almost a year, maybe about 9 months. And I said, man, this doesn't really have any positive effects on me. So I got back to fapping again. I actually got way more acne because I didn't fap. Oh, that's quite the jump to conclusions.
レンさん、私どうしたら。
And neither do I. When you run away with a topic like that. Oh god, no. She started crying. Where did I go wrong?
ワンワンワンワン。
As if channeling her anguish, all of the animals around us start to freak out. Just keep talking, Ren. Keep like whatever you were trying to say to her. I guess they were just as concerned about her. But of course they are. She's the one giving them food and love every day. To the point that I'm actually kind of jealous. Anyway, I'm fond of Arla and want her to be mine. Arla feels the same way about me. But she thinks she's not worthy of me thanks to her undressing habit. So how do I solve this issue? Actually, that doesn't require much thought. Arla, if I may make a suggestion. Let's train you to get past that, like what we're doing with swimming. Training to keep you from automatically stripping. Arla's eyes open, wide and round, staring at me quizzically. What's with that mystified look? Didn't I tell you I'd be there to help you through your problems? So I figure, why don't I just do the same to rid you of that habit? Not to mention, I draw on my courage to say my next line, knowing that I can't afford to mess it up. Though, since Arla already brought it up, I might as well get used to talking about it. I'm actually a big fan of girls who get naughty. Am I a big fan of girls who get naughty? I probably wouldn't mind. But as long as, you know, we're in the right mood. I'm still not gonna do it before we get married though. But you know, I probably wouldn't mind if a girl is thinking about erotic stuff. Like, I don't mind a perverted girl too. God damn it! I was supposed to tell her about my feelings, not by preference.
逃げたか。
Shut up, you damn fake whale seal thing. Nothing feels worse than being pitied by Gome of all people. Looking into Arla's eyes, I can practically hear her thinking, should I believe in him? Look, just trust me on this. A final tear rolls down Arla's cheek and drips from her chin, as if it were the last fragment of hesitation she held. And when the tear lands on the ground, Arla's expression changes to show that, indeed, that was the case. Ugh. I braced myself for the impact of Arla jumping into my bosom. Settle down. Whatever you do say, just calm down first. I gently put my hand on her head, just like I always do. Like I've always done, in fact. And with that, Arla beams with the radiance of a sunflower. Man, she's just so damn cute. Whatever you say, Random. She gonna strip? Arla starts to fidget in my arms, and it feels like her temperature is rising. You're getting turned on, aren't you? Alright, do the deed, guys. Arla curls up in response in a voice so low that a mosquito could have said it. We might be in for a lot of work in our future. Or so I think, patting Arla on the head while trying to avoid drawing a further reaction from her. Okay, we're safe. Thought we were gonna have like our first sex outdoors. Hmm? I stand in front of my mirror, looking over my outfit and hair. There's nothing off about my look, is there? No threads coming off of my collar or anything. Aha, there we go. Found one. We're gonna go on a date? I grab it, remove it, and put it in the trash. I haven't been this overly conscious about my appearance in a long time. Rewind to last night. I don't care about my appearance, guys, as you see. Like, during my update videos, I always wear my anime shirts. And that's not necessarily because I like anime anymore, to be honest, guys. I just, like, pick whatever's at the top of my drawer. Like, if it's a comfortable clothes, like, you know, if it's a comfortable clothing, I'm gonna wear it, yeah. Arla reluctantly speaks up just as I tell myself that it's time to go to bed. Oh yeah, that's right. Tomorrow's Saturday. It's easy to lose track of which day it is among the chaos of this dorm life. Speaking of clothes though, I'm actually wearing a size large now. I used to wear a size small. This was back when I was still at my smallest, during my 61 kilos to 64 kilos. But now I'm wearing a size large because I'm 72 kilos. 61 kilos, I believe, is about 138 pounds. And 72 kilos is about what? 152 pounds? Maybe around 154 in fact. So yeah, 20 pounds. Quite a lot. I gained quite a lot for sure. 61 is me about 2 years ago, by the way, so it's not like I gained that much in a very short amount of time. I'll be doing the laundry and cleaning the living room in the morning. Then I'm going to buy stuff for dinner. Oh, and I guess I'll clean out the air vents around noon. Wait, that doesn't sound like a typical student's day off. Now I'm worried about my well-being. I don't think that's a bad thing to do though, like cleaning up, doing chores. Arla looks absolutely crestfallen. It seemed like she had something she wanted to say. Why would she bother to ask about my plans for the day? Wait, could it be? Were you thinking of going on a date? She doesn't have to deny it so strongly. But based on that reaction, I must have hit the nail on the head. So what should old Oni-chan say to get her to be honest? Oh well, I was thinking I'd go on a stroll through the area before I do my shopping tomorrow. Arlo looks up at me, apparently bemused as to why I would suddenly say that. But it'd be kind of lonely just to wander around the shopping district alone. I was thinking maybe I should bring someone along.
じゃあ
The puzzlement and doubt in Arlo's eyes is suddenly replaced with a twinkle of excitement. I do have to buy ingredients for dinner. It'd be nice to ask someone who can carry some of the bags. Where would I find a nice underclassman willing to help me? I suppose I'm being a little too deliberate with my phrasing. But whatever, this will progress faster if I make the point simple.
じゃあ私が立候補してもいいですか
Why couldn't you just say I am the one that wants the date instead of, like going through all these hoops about making this into something that's clearly still a date? I see no other candidates for the job, so you're the automatic winner, Arlo. Arlo strikes a victory pose, holding both fists in front of her.
つかものですがどうぞよろしくお願いします
Arlo looks ready to jump around in celebration. She's basically already done it verbally. She nods happily in agreement. Well, if she's that happy about it, clearly it was worth making the offer. A grin sprouts on my face. The fact of the matter is that I, Ren Fujima, am about to go on a date with a girl. I go out all the time with Emi and Riria, but that's basically a family outing as far as they're concerned. My face loosens up again as I ponder the difference. I can feel that my heart rate is already a little bit faster. I normally wouldn't be this self-conscious, but... well, what would you expect? Any guy my age would get nervous in a situation. Damn you, motorcycle! They're so loud. And this also serves as another facet of Arla's new training, so to speak. If you're on a date, it means she can grow more accustomed to contact me. And when we're on a public street, she won't feel so compelled to spontaneously strip. Plus, if she does, well, I'll be there to keep her safe as best I can. Ah, crap, it's almost 11. At a glance at the clock reminds me that I only have 5 minutes to spare. Our plan was to meet in the living room and walk to the market streets together. You're not gonna take 5 minutes to go to the living room? Well, guess I'll get going. I walked in here with enough pep to motivate a soccer team, but I guess Arla isn't out yet. But it's still not quite 11 yet. Maybe she's going to come right on the dot instead. But this is odd. Knowing Arla, she'd usually come 5 minutes early to anything.
おはにーに
Who does that name refer to?
お兄ちゃんのこと
Why has my nickname changed?
変えたら私のために美味しい朝ミルク出してくれるかと思って
Well, honey, you're just gonna have to keep those little jokes to yourself.
なんで岡幕長
Why is the yourself like have a space there? A change of character to go with the new name.
それじゃあお姉ちゃんになっちゃうじゃん
Don't worry, Emmy. The Oni-chan you know is always with you in your heart. During our banter, I take a glance at the clock. Yup, it's past 11 now. Okay, well, I have some stuff to do, so you can do whatever after this.
アルル
Well, yeah, but I'm surprised you knew.
朝から猫が来てアルルの部屋に突撃してったから
That story sounds so incredibly unlikely that I'm not even sure how to reject it. Is that some twist on the "a little bird told me" cliche? No, wait, a demon joke maybe.
もしかしてデート
Yeah, basically.
なんて僕年人のお兄ちゃんがそんなわけマジで
I'm gonna go get her now. And don't just sit around like a pile of slime. Go clean your room or something. With that, I leave Emmy behind and head for the tardy mummy girl's room. So like, trying to choose her clothes or what? Arla's room was here as I recall. Hey Arla, it's 11 now. Have you overslept?
いややっぱり無理ダメだって今日はレン先輩とお出かけでしょでも洋服は無理
I mean, you don't have to. I freeze the instant before I knock on the door. What in the world is going on in there?
ほらほらわがまま言ってないで可愛いお洋服を着て先輩を一撃ノックアウト
I hear a loud thumping sound ring out through the door. Did something just slam into her desk? I probably wouldn't really care about what the girl is wearing, to be completely honest. Like, I don't even understand how a date is supposed to be, guys. Is it something where you dress nice and then you go somewhere with a girl? Like, I don't care about that. Like, what? I hear a sound almost like something whooshing around in there. It almost sounds like some kind of blast of air. Not that such a thing could happen. Maybe Ring-chan took a swipe at Arla, who dodged it. Why am I just sitting here listening to them? We're overdue to leave. I call out to Arla. Arla, I'm here to pick you up. They're still using the bandage shit thing on the sprite there in the bottom left. So they're probably trying to hide the fact that she's wearing something. Okay, this is probably a CG then. Wasn't that Ring-chan that just said to come in though? Well, if one of them didn't want me in here, she'd say so. If you'll excuse me. And with that, I enter Arla's room. Ah. She's still sorta naked-ish. Rin, donning her sales girl smile, greets me like a customer at the convenience store. Okay, so I was like looking at her CG from the last episode and she does have the midriff. I guess I wasn't paying attention to Rin-chan. Or maybe she doesn't really show this full sprite as often. Well then. Now that I get to see it again, I have to say that getup is something remarkable. I mean, there's something incredible about an outfit that features those wrappings exclusively. There's a mysterious charm in how it covers only the important bits. There are lines in exactly right places where you can almost see something but can't. This is an art form in and of itself in a way. Well, people probably watch softcore porn, I guess, so it's not... No, I still think this is weird. I don't care about softcore shit, guys. Maybe when she's like teasing, but if it's just like softcore, how can you fap to that? And now that I look again, I admit that Arla has developed a good deal. She's still just smaller than the other girls here, that's all. The look is quite becoming on her, to be clear. To be frank, I'd be perfectly okay with seeing Arla this way more often. I should apologize for her for even thinking that she had hardly grown back at the beach. In short, it's hard to tear my eyes away from this sight. Ring-chan hadn't warned me that this would happen. I'm sorry for intruding on you. I spin to my right and move to the exit room. Let go of me. Can't afford to have you keep me in here right now. No idea, we've already seen her multiple times. Yeah, this is probably the default, like, cropping for when you see Rin CG. That's why I think seeing her midriff on the last scene was a bit awkward. How could I explain this scene to the others if someone saw us in this compromising position? Not to mention, what do you think of all the guys in my class would do if this gets out? Piece of shit. You can spend your life in jail for all we care. No, I don't really care, my dude. I can almost hear them shouting at me now. What's fine exactly? Would you mind not phrasing it like I'm a sex offender? Rin-chan, you're clearly enjoying every second of this. Rin pulls Arla to her side with a wide grin on her face. So what is this at her cutest thing? How do you consider cutest anyway? I don't really care, to be honest. Sounds like a drag. Oh, so she wanted to continue the argument I was listening to before. No doubt she wants to use me to finally persuade Arlen. I do recall Arlen mentioning how she wanted to fix her aversion to clothing herself. Not that I understand the psychology behind the problem anyway. If it would help Arlen conquer her weakness, I suppose I should go along with Rinchan's plan. Of course, that'd be electrifying.
ですよね。かおりちゃん、友達でいつかもですけど、可愛いんですよ。りんちゃん、やめてよ。恥ずかしい。何言ってるの？先輩を落とすんでしょ？落とす？ちょっと。レオ兄さんの前だよ。
I don't actually know what that means in Japanese. Maybe it's a lot more vulgar.
ぶっちゃけアルルが先輩を大好きなのはみんなにバレてるからセーフ。セーフじゃないよ。だってこの前自分で言ってたじゃん。好きだって言っちゃったって驚いちゃったよ。急に電話してきてどうしようレンさんに告白しちゃったとか言い出すんだもん。
Rinchan wiggles around, miming a phone call. For someone who supposedly doesn't have many friends, you're definitely very quick to telling someone about what just happened, Arlen. She trying to reenact the scene? Or was that some kind of demon courtship dance? Or rather, tiger girl courtship?
だっても発情期もない。りんちゃん、私はりんちゃんじゃないから発情期はないよ。
Harsh. I forgot Arla has a talent for that. She just cut down Rinchan's comedy groove in one sentence. Though some of the fault lies on Rinchan for taking the joke that far.
とにかく
Rinchan clears her throat pointedly with a little ahem.
先輩がアルルの可愛いところを見たいって言ってんだから素直に切る。デートの時間がなくなっちゃっても知らないよ。それは嫌だな。ならさっさと切る。ほらほらほら。
How bad is it anyway? Why can't she just use her normal clothes? Rinchan grabs the clothes next to her and forces them upon Arlen. Maybe I should pull my eyes away, just for this part. Oh no, that would be inappropriate. I should remember to leave well enough alone. To leave well enough alone? What the heck does that sentence mean? Thanks for all your help, Rinchan. I'll be sure to contribute to your sales later. We've already seen her in this outfit.
はいというわけでできました。
Actually thought this was gonna be something new. We've already seen this. Why is she so, embarrassed? Oh. Applause. Rinchan's choice is heavenly. Full marks.
もぞもぞする。
She already wore this. I don't understand what's the implication here. Or sorry, complication. I think Rinchan is better suited to say that than you are. Because she's a feline. A tiger girl,
そりゃそうですよ。人間界で生きてきたんですから服を着る習慣くらい普通ありますって。
Oh, good point. Wait, I somehow get the feeling that we're torturing Arlo with this conversation. Maybe it's just me.
それでレンさん。
Arlo's gaze flits towards and away from me. In her eyes, I see a question pushing its way out. Do girls really like to be complimented for their looks, even if it's flattery? I mean, they probably do, but I would never do that. Arla grips the hem of her dress nervously, face reddening by the second. Things that I usually would compliment a girl is probably their hairdo, if it's something that's really different, But if it's just your clothes, like, why the fuck would I care? You just spend like more money on clothes that you think look good? Like, why should I care about that? If it's like your body, like how you lost weight or how you cut your hair, then yeah, that actually makes a difference. But if it's just your freaking clothes, like, what the fuck? I don't care. Suddenly I feel like the gears in my chest are spinning twice as fast. Yeah, you look nice, I suppose. Now I really can't tear my eyes away from Arla anymore. Distracted, those words are all I can manage. Even I'm red in the face now. Meanwhile, Rin stands at Rin-chan stands to the side with a half-satisfied, half-mischievous grin.
あれいつもの先輩らしくないですね。
Ugh.
こういう時もっと言うべき言葉があると思うんですけど。
What am I supposed to say? You look beautiful? Oh, she's definitely toying with me and loving it. I'm tempted to grab her and grind my knuckles into her temples, but I also owe it to her for making this possible in the first place. Has Ren ever seen Arla wearing this? I've seen it. She deserves to have a little fun in return, I guess. Call it a perk of sorts. Coming to this conclusion, I resolve to calm down. I take a deep breath. I follow it with a few more, and then look back at Arla. During all of this, Arla has waited, motionless, for a full response. Except now, her grip on the hem of her dress has visibly intensified. Uh-oh, she's going to wrinkle it after Rin-chan went through all that trouble to make it wear it. Ah, damn you, editors. And that'd be my fault for causing the delay. I just have to come out and say it. Arla. We both stand up right. That outfit, I mean, I think you look... well, I think you're really cute in that. I don't need a mirror to know that I've grown a few shades redder already. I didn't know my face could feel any hotter. I don't think you've ever exercised, Ren. Man, when I'm doing a freaking, like, bench press or something, my face is fucking red. Arla fidgets constantly as we stare each other down. Sorry, guys. Like, there's a real... I don't know, I feel like people who say that, they're always so exaggerating. It's not hard to imagine that she and I are about the same shade of red right now.
ほら、アルル。こういう時はなんて言うのかな?
Rin-chan's teasing expression, yeah, there you go, thank you, editor, has been replaced with a gentle one, coaxing Arla to articulate. Arla takes a look of self-reassurance at her friend and nods. Arla shuts her eyes shyly and forces the reply out of her mouth. I don't know if we're actually even going to have our first H in this episode. We're almost at the 2-hour mark, guys. Oh boy. My self-consciousness is at unreal levels right now. I've started to fidget where I stand as well. I guess that makes two of us then. I feel mild relief to know I'm not the only one. Oh, I was waiting for her to say the watashi there. Hmm? You what? I reflexively lead her to finish the sentence. Why? What about them turns you on? Don't you wear, like, bras or anything? Don't bring that up after we leave, okay? I can't have other people thinking I'm making her do weird stuff. I won't even be able to greet our neighbors normally anymore. I'm actually a bit worried about how this date will go. We haven't even left yet, but I already have my doubts. I'll at least finish the date, don't need to worry, Ren. Well, pre-departure chaos aside, we're finally off. Arla grimaces briefly, but I can tell that she's in a much bouncier mood now. On to today's business. This may be a training session of sorts, but it needs to be something fun. We barely made it one step toward the markets before an obstacle tumbles into our path. The sound of Riria's light gate from the front door announces her arrival.
どこ行くの？お出かけ？もしかしてデート？はい。これからレンさんとお出かけなんです。
Arla answers happily with a bright smile. Arla's attitude is the finest point of her beauty, but I think a touch of delicacy would serve her well. And this is why. Oh, and there's another one. I'm not sure when she showed up. Emmy, you already found out from us.
お兄ちゃん、まさか本当にマジで真剣だったの？
That's things, Emmy. Can I expect at least a little more fate from my sister of all people?
うそん、同金とか許されない。
Shut up, Pia. What the fuck are you saying? Ah, great. Now Gomi's here too. Do these nuisances have the ability to teleport? Can they warp through dimensions or something?
ごめんね、ごめちゃん。ご飯はいつものご飯ボックスに入れておいたから、お昼に食べてね。
気をつけていって方がいい。レスは任せ。
Shut up, Pia. Wow, she placated Gomi in an instant. I have to give Arla props. She's a prodigy at wrangling the animals. But now it's time to show Arla what I'm made of. Here's how I keep Riria and Emmy satisfied. Riria, the manga volume that went on sale yesterday is in my room. You're free to go get it.
もしかして愛的？あれドラマ化して最新刊なかなか手に入らないのに。
Oh, but I pre-ordered it online.
レン君素敵、愛してる。
Riria blasts off to my room as expected. Alright, predictable as always, and thankfully quick on the uptake. Now for the other one, Emmy.
なに、お兄ちゃん。
Emmy sniffs back at me, cheeks puffed out in irritation. My boxers from last night are sitting on my bed waiting for you. How? This is so dumb.
ちょっとお兄ちゃんの部屋行ってくる。
You shouldn't care about my boxers, Emmy. Emmy gleefully dashes off in the same direction at breakneck speed. Holy crap, since when was she that fast? I put the boxers there deliberately for this reason, but the fact that my sister took the bait honestly scares me. Well, they're finally gone. Arle shows her mild horror with a poorly faked laughter. Let's just get going then.
はい。よろしくお願いします。
The fact that they're satisfied by that much clearly means that they didn't really like us that much in the first place anyways, though. But who am I to say? Like, everyone's emotions are fleeting, right? So, you can feel it strongly and like for a few hours, and then the next couple of hours you're like, there, it's gone. Alda stiffens when I turn to address her directly. I thought she might have relaxed a bit with the spectacle she just saw, but my voice alone seems to have the reverse effect. Just relax and go with it. Everything's the same as always.
頑張ります。
I do like how determined you are about everything, but what I really love is when you're in your natural state. Now her face is a deep vermilion again. Man, she's just so adorable, sure, whatever, and whatever, dude. She leaps and bounds beyond my almost a dirty old man sister or my vocabulary challenged childhood friend.
レンさん、行かないんですか？
If I ever say that to like someone, that means that I'm brainwashed or something. There's no fucking way I would ever say that to anyone. Even my soon-to-be wife, or if I will ever like get married. Saying that is just so ridiculous. In my reverie over her cuteness, I failed to notice Arla stepping ahead of me. Ah, that's right. She also sets her own pace in more ways than one, and that's good. Yup, coming. Seeing her take the lead, I break into a jog to catch up with her. As one might expect on the weekend, the shopping district is positively bustling. It's not quite for summer break yet, but while this means tourists are scarce, plenty of locals are milling about. I take a look behind me while weaving through the crowds. Arlo looks oddly serious, her downcast face giving me the impression that she is in a staring contest with the ground. She's bound to collide headlong into someone at this rate. Hey Arlo, you okay back there? Arlo jumps in surprise when I address her. Sorry, did I startle you? Do you have trouble with crowded places? Are you getting dizzy?
大丈夫です。ご心配ありがとうございます。
I don't mind crowded places, but if you have to, like, wait in queue to walk, that's when I have a problem. She gives a brief smile, but immediately returns to spacing out, gazing at the ground. But yeah, tourist spots tend to be like that, and I usually avoid those. Like, dear lord, I don't want to experience that sort of situation. What's up with her now? I must say that it's kind of endearing to see her shuffling behind me like a newborn duckling. Still, this is a date. I want to walk side by side. Not to mention it's too awkward to even start a conversation. Hey Arlen.
そういえば、もうすぐ夏休みですね。
She was so wrapped up in thought that just saying her name surprised her. Arlen must be as desperate to find a conversation topic as I am. That's true. You kinda crept up on us, huh?
最近忙しかったですよね。
Arla giggles. It bubbles into soft laughter with her hand over her mouth. Arla always seems so much more modest than the other girls. Maybe it's that classy demeanor. I bet her pharaoh background is to thank for that. Well, let me reconsider that. I get the feeling that it's linked to her nudist tendencies somehow. Yeah, definitely. I got shoved into our dorm, learned about demons, was tasked with fixing everyone's issues. Not to mention having to make breakfast, deal with everyone's mischief at school, and then make dinner every day.
休日は掃除に洗濯と、レンさんはお忙しいです。
Better than you not doing anything at all, to be honest, Ren. You're actually being productive. Yep, they sure are. I stop in my tracks and look back, taken by a sudden realization. Things haven't changed a bit from before I moved. Back at home, I always had to make the food for myself, Emmy, and even the two succubi. And Emmy and Reika-san were always so caught up in their own stuff to do the laundry. The only thing that's different is the workload, not the content. Am I squandering my youth? What happened to the student life I was supposed to have? I mean, what sort of student life or are you supposed to have? You wanna study? You know, like seriously? That's my student life. And also playing visual novels.
しっかりしてください、レンさん。お気を確かに。
I'm a homemaker. I've been turned into a housewife.
まだレンさんは学園生ですから大丈夫です。
Arla grabs both of my hands and gives them a reassuring squeeze, but listen, Arla.
はい、何でも言ってください。
Oh, such an admirable girl. I invited her on a date, but now she's the one keeping me sane. Let's just move on and hit the butcher and produce stand over that way.
はい、ありますね。お客さんもたくさんいます。
Maybe they're having a sale today. What does that sound?
夏野菜と、あとは豚肉のセールみたいですね。
Kinda sounds like fireworks, but it's 4 p.m. I kinda doubt people would be launching fireworks at 4 p.m. It's the 31st, by the way, guys, so it's like New Year's Eve for me over here. Oh, good eye. There stands a store owner waving a flag reading Pork Fiesta. A quick calculation tells me that I could buy almost twice as much pork as usual at the listed price. It's got me thinking of tonight's dinner menu already.
いつもありがとうございます。
For some reason, being thanked for this brings an actual tear to my eye. What is that? Is that actual fireworks? You guys hear that, right? What the fuck? Next to the pharmacist. We simultaneously turn to look in the direction of the drugstore. Toilet paper, shampoo, and conditioner are on sale today.
そろそろペットシャンプーの買い置きが少なくなってきてました。
I remember when I had to conditioner my hair back when I wasn't like, you know, shaven like this. It's annoying though. That's why I shave my hair. I really dislike the fact that you know, the feel of sweat on like long hair sucks dick. So I don't like it. That's why I just get rid of it. Oh, okay. Both human and pet shampoos will be cheaper, so let's grab some of each.
そうですね。ついでにいくつか見てもいいですか？
Besides, I don't think I mind really the shaved look. I feel like I look alrightish with a bald head. Of course not. Go ahead. I hold onto my shopping bag with both hands and walk in with Arlen. Sales today give us 1.5 times as many points on my card, so the timing of this visit is perfect.
いろいろ買っちゃいました。
Shouldn't you like go home pretty quickly though after this? I thought that they were gonna do something else after this, but not that you actually buy pork. I don't think it's gonna last that long before you put it in the fridge. I think someone's actually playing with fireworks, guys. I don't know who though. Alice is holding not only the shampoo she'd been seeking, but also a brush and other such supplies. Most likely, she plans to fix up Pochi's fur with all that. The soap refills were cheap too. Coming here was a good idea.
洗い物の量も人数が多いと増えますから。
Oh, for sure. We run through money so fast these days. Anyway, back to the original topic.
すみません。何の話でしたっけ？
No idea. What topic? It's what we were just doing, actually. Everything about me screams housewife, right?
あ、そうでしたそうでした。はい。主婦ですね。
So what? I knew it. I'm a lost cause. Everywhere I go, my eyes are drawn to signs about sales and bonus shopper points. I mean, I do that too. So, that's a good thing. I hardly even devote any thinking to it. It's a conditioned response at this point. I fall into the same vortex of self-pity again. What are you talking about? It's a good thing to buy stuff on discounts. Why are you self-pitying yourself? That's so dumb. This is a good trait to have.
あ、でも
Jesus, those guys.
そういう連鎖もとっても素敵だと思います。
It's kind of weird though that the sound of the fireworks are only like momentary. You'd think that they would do it like a lot, but I guess some kids just don't have the patience to wait until 12 o'clock or something? I don't know. How is that exactly?
女子さんとして将来が楽しみなところ？
Thanks? I'm at a loss as to whether or not I should be happy to hear that. That aside, you seem a whole lot more relaxed now, Arlen.
そういえば。
Her teeth were practically shattering when she walked out of the dorm, but now she's as bright as usual. Maybe it was worth making drama over my housewife status. Sure, you were overblowing it, just to make her feel better, I guess, but I don't know. Though I was more than half serious about that issue. I'm glad to see her in better shape. I figured you were anxious over this being a date and all. Enter DJ Arlo. I don't know what the, you know, like the actual dialogue was there, but there's no way he actually said this, right? It sounded like some kind of arcane chant. Ren Fujima's MP was stolen. Enough with the jokes. Things are much more pleasant when you're yourself. You get the idea. She's looking at me with those moistened eyes again. I do my best to hide the sound of my quickening heart. Not that she'd be able to hear it normally anyway. Still, I resolved to use caution from now on.
嬉しいです。そう言ってもらえて。普段の私を見てもいつも通りでいいって言ってくれて。
Sure, I guess.
とても嬉しいです。
I mean, I'm thinking about it. I'm happy of the way you are. I don't know. I still probably wouldn't care about that compliment. Like, huh? You're happy that I'm like this? Why? She holds her hand against her chest, savoring the feeling. Jeez, this girl. I could never say that kind of thing aloud, but she just went ahead without even hesitating.
レイさんの家で着替えてた私のことを変に思わないでくれましたし。
Well, yeah, I saw it. Did I ever see it when you were in bandages? I thought I only saw you in bandages after we went in the dorm. All apologies to Arla, but I didn't judge her because I was too caught up in what a glorious show that was.
寮に移ってからも服を着ない私を責めるどころか。
I guess we did see her in bandages during the common route at the very beginning. Yeah, maybe.
協力するよって言ってくれて。
Maybe though, I don't remember. It's been a long time.
すごく嬉しかったんですよ。
Ugh. Arla's eyes are sparkling at me. So bright. She's just too pure for my corrupted heart to handle. It's like staring at the moon through a diamond.
だから私はポンコツのマミーですけど、いつかレンさんに似合うような女の子になろうと思います。絶対になってみせます。
Oh. Arla shines brilliantly in the summer sun. It's as if there's a divine aura surrounding her. Now all you need is a white white dress, and you'll wear it walking through a golden meadow somewhere. Just talking to myself. Point is, you're fine just the way you are. Was that supposed to be a reference to something?
はい。でも服を着られるようにならないとお付き合いした時とかに困りますし。
I didn't think she'd be thinking so far into it. Point taken. I'll try to think of solutions soon. But try not to get too worked up about it.
はい。でもあんまりゆっくりしてられないんです。
Why? Is there some underlying reason for that?
だってあの寮には女の子がたくさんいるじゃないですか。
So, you want me to have sex with you so that you can get me in your, in your fingers? Sure, it's almost unisex. Though it's worth remembering that 2 residents are family, while yet another is a tyrant in disguise of a teacher.
だからうかうかしてられません。
So yeah, she's implying that us having sex is gonna keep us in our thumbs. This game. A sudden flash of fighting spirit lights up her eyes. It's good that you're fired up about this, but maybe you should avoid getting too heated in this weather. Why not stop for some ice cream?
はい、食べたいです。
At this time of day, I bet we can find Rinchan selling ice cream around here somewhere. With all the help I've had from Arlo for the past few mornings, plus the nice view she gave me earlier today, I owe some show of gratitude.
日本は故郷と違って暑くて未だになれません。
How the fuck is Japan hotter than Egypt? Are you crazy? Yeah, summer's crazy humid here. Or maybe with the humidity it's different, but there's no way it's hotter than freaking Egypt.
ですよね、ですよね。だから脱いじゃっても仕方ないですよね。
Nope, no excuses for that, Arla.
やっぱりダメですか。この流れならいけるかなって思ったんですけど。
In what direction exactly? That's what I want to know. That was a sharp reminder of Arla's problems. I mean, if she wants to strip here and be ashamed of herself, like, I wouldn't care. Not my problem. If you want to strip in public, sure. Aha, there we go. That's her. It's a sweltering 34 degrees Celsius out here today. As one might expect, the ice cream is practically flying out of Rinchan's freezer. I don't know how many Fahrenheit that is, guys, so don't ask me. I grew up with Celsius. And the volume of Rinchan's voice seems to have risen to match her incredible sales.
いつ見てもすごいです。りんちゃんよくあんなに声出るな。
It just goes to show what a perfect worker she can be.
私も
Can you kind of wrap your date kind of short, guys? I'm getting kind of hungry. Arlo, with Rin-chan's level of gusto. Let me try to picture that.
おはようございます。とってもいい朝ですね。レイさん、今日はとっても暑いです。だから脱ぎます。
You're making me have to edit this out, my girl.
涼しくなりました。やっぱこれくらいがいいですよ。
Man, just because you need me to edit your stuff, you're a trash girl, Arlen.
ここは一つ裸の付き合いといきましょう。
You're trash, Arlen. Yeah, no way. I like your current personality more, Arlen.
本当ですか？
Not really. I don't like both of them. Sure, you're easier to talk to and polite to boot. That's the Arla I like.
そうですか。よかった。もしリンちゃんみたいにって言われたらどうしようかと。
I had to improvise a way to sugarcoat my answer. Fortunately, it seems that it worked. But now I should be careful. I'll need to keep an eye out so that nothing I say gives Arla any weird ideas. After a few minutes of waiting in line, it's finally our turn to order.
いらっしゃい。アルルに先輩。
Hey,
アイスクリーム買いに来たよ、リンちゃん。
the two girls perform a spirited high five. Friendship between girls is a beautiful thing.
それで何にしましょうか、お二人とも。
I think actually friendship between guys are a lot more nicer, to be honest. You know, the whole bromance thing is my kind of thing. I think friendship between girls usually ends in drama for the most part. Which do you like, Arlen?
私は本日のアルバイトの気まぐれアイスクリームで、
Seller's choice.
リンちゃんがその時の気分で選んでくれるんですよ。
Oh, like a restaurant chef's special, but with ice cream. Then I guess I'll have the same.
バイトの思いつきアイスですね。はい、喜んで。
Shouldn't be getting too special, she should be getting something different so that we can taste both of them at the same time. Wait, what's that supposed to mean? Isn't she just picking a flavor?
レンさん、リンちゃんはからかってるんですよ。
I guess Rin-chan's picked up a few skills since I last saw her. Usually when I do this with my sister or my niece, we would get different flavors because, you know, we can taste others like ice cream flavors.
大丈夫です。食べられるものが出てくるはずですから。
No, I don't doubt that, but that phrasing makes me nervous. At once both interested in suspicion. What the fuck? I take out money to pay for myself and Arla. That is a really weird sentence. What does that even mean? At once both interested. What? I don't think that at once should be there at all.
私自分の分払います。
Definitely, Arla. I'm never gonna pay for a girl.
でも、悪いですし。
Arla takes out a cute pattern pocketbook and rummages around for some cash. I will never pay for a girl unless it's like a special occasion, you know? Like, why would I pay for a girl when we're just dating? Come on. It's not a transactional relationship. Every little thing she does is so damn adorable. Ugh, you're killing me, Ren. So what do I say to make her let me pay? Why don't you just think of this as a present from Oni-san? As thanks for taking along on a shopping trip for me. She pauses for a moment, gaze splitting between me and the ice cream before she opens her mouth again.
はい、ありがとうございます。
And she garnishes the sentence with a fluffy, pleasant smile. The sight jolts my heart to beat faster once again. Ugh, it's like a needle straight to my vitals. It's almost scary that Arla can do this to me without even meaning to.
はいはい、お待たせしました。
What, seeing someone smile?
先輩っては今日もいい具合にこましてますね。よう、天然ジゴロ。
Since when did your service come with a free reputation thrashing? Everyone around us is glaring daggers at me right now. I take the ice cream from Rin-chan's hands, unable to tell whether her smile is apologetic or just evil.
ありがとう、リンちゃん。はい、おいしそう。
Arla takes a 3-scoop cone from the Tiger Girl. At a glance, Arla's is a fairly standard, a Japanese-style concoction with premium Uji green tea flavor and red bean paste. Meanwhile, on my end, okay, she actually gives us different flavors. So, care to explain the ball of rice flour on top of mine? Is this some kind of balance testing game? Indeed, a lone, unassuming white flour dumpling rests atop the ice cream. If I were to take my eyes off of it for a second, it might roll off altogether.
気まぐれです。
Ah, you just felt like it. Well, whatever. Yeah, right. I'm not going to just accept that excuse.
思いつきです。あと、後ろに人が並んできてるんで、早くデートに戻ってください。
Just eat the mochi. I don't see anything wrong with it. Ugh, you caught me when I have no other way out. You won this round. I'll get you back for this. Count on it.
仲間になったら途端に弱くなるライバルポジションみたいな言葉ですね。
Ugh. Arla happily returns to enjoying her ice cream after delivering that sharp blow to my pride. With no other alternative, I leave the line and walk away.
でも、白玉も美味しそうですよ。
Shiratama, so is it not mochi? Sure, I'll enjoy it, I guess. But it's an easy flavor to tire of. I feel like this is some kind of punishment.
そっか。
Arla exclaims in sudden understanding and points at both of our cones.
私のは和風のソフトクリームですよね。
Yeah, it looks delicious.
それで、お兄さんのが和風の添え物ですよね。
Yeah, that makes... Wait. She has a point. Rice flour balls like this are often paired with green tea or other Japanese dessert flavors. Okay, that actually does make sense.
つまり、これはニコイチなんですよ。
That's a surprisingly sophisticated choice by Rinchan. Getting us to share or feed each other two disparate flavors would be rather boring. A proper combination of flavors, on the other hand, would make for a more complete eating experience. I don't necessarily think so. To think she came this thoroughly prepared. I swear, she's a savant. You say that a savant, right? But on the clock. I should buy her a t-shirt that says new and improved or something on it. What? I stopped thinking about what kind of new nickname to give Rinchan when I noticed that Arla's eyes are focused on my hands. You can take a bite. You want a bite or two? Arla swiftly leans in to bring her face near my hand. And with a cute little motion, she takes a quick chomp. Yeah, when I see this, all I can get reminded of is my niece. I don't want this to be my girlfriend, like what the hell? I just see my niece from doing this. The way she licks ice cream is suggestive. Well, she's not doing that though. Yeah, that's just disgusting. No, that's just my imagination going too far. No, bad Ren. Arla's expression is one of pure bliss. Her smile is wide as can be. I can't believe I dared to think she looked erotic just a second ago. It's hard to have negative thoughts when she's acting this way.
レイさんもよかったらどうですか？私の食べかけでよければですけど。
I certainly wouldn't refuse. We're doing this while we have pork in our hands. How long are we gonna do this? Oh, sorry, my audio interface actually disconnected there, guys. Ooh, sorry about that. You guys are probably hearing that. Hope it fixes itself soon. Are we good? Shit, I think I have to...
リモーブしていいの？
No, it actually is still there, but
セーブする？
you
リ
guys
モー
don't...
ブしたよ、お兄ちゃん。
The music is like gone. I guess I have to go to a next scene to continue the music here. Wait, this would be an indirect kiss, wouldn't it? If it were Miyabi-senpai offering, I'd start to panic. This is Arla. Arla's eaten and spent the night at my house several times already, even before we moved to the dorm. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't somewhat conscious of her, but it's not so profound. Give me a sec here. I think my DCP error should be fine. That's the software thing. It's giving me an error. Okay, I'll start with a dumpling. Yep, It's exactly what I expected. Nothing special. Just a rice dumpling. Is there no fucking ice cream at the bottom? Jesus, I have no idea what the hell is with these motorcycles and them going like so freaking fast in a freaking alleyway. What is wrong with these people? And then the ice cream. I indulge, mouth coming close to touching Arle's hand. Oh, tea and red beans. Beans and cream. Cream and what? All are good pairings, but combining all three at once turns it into something special. Does it? And the texture of the dumpling harmonizes with them like you wouldn't believe. Not to mention the perfect contrast of cold ice cream against the heat of summer. Huh? Arla's just sitting there watching. No reaction whatsoever. She's just looking at you with flushed cheeks and stiffened features. Did I? Did I just... I seriously just did that. Did what? It completely slipped my mind that I'm more than just Emmy's brother to Arla. How could I forget that she already told me how she feels about me? What? Sorry, I should have thought before I did that. Oh no, now she's excited. Is this where we're gonna have our H scene? This is so weird. Okay, thank you, thank you. It would be awkward if she suddenly went into an alleyway and started sucking our dick. Excited doesn't begin to describe it. Arla? And there goes the music again. The reason why the voices are still playing, by the way, guys, is probably because when I go to a next text, they play a voice line from, you know, the game files, right? So it's a different voice line. While the BGM, it's already playing in the background. That's how games are usually coded. So that's why the game sound is actually gone there, because it cuts off the music from before. Arla just went into a frenzy on the spot I just ate from. I've never seen her this frantic. Yeah, I could tell. Humans wouldn't care too, Arla. Heck, if it was actually someone disgusting that did that, I'd probably just, you know, get rid of the get rid of the bite that they had. Like, you know, use a spoon and then got rid of it. Oop. No fucking way am I, you know, eating your you know, weird shit. Well, even animals get weird looks if they just start going to town like that. That sort of behavior is the last thing I'd expect from Arla. And honestly, I can't decide if knowing about this is a good thing or not. Are we done with the date, Ren? Okay, we're done. Alright, you two. This is sadly going to be where I end the episode. We're probably gonna go have sex after this, let's be real. Usually it's after about 2 hour-ish where we get our first H scene during these routes. But yeah, so far it's an alright route, I guess, but I really don't think I like Arla all that much. There is nothing especially wrong with this route. There's definitely more story compared to Riria's at least. But I just don't really like her all that much. But yeah, so far this it's probably about the middle ground, this route right here. We'll see if it develops even further, but so far there's nothing really groundbreaking about it. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I am really hungry, so I'm probably gonna be making some food downstairs. Shit, because I just set my outro at the beginning. I forgot what to say. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Give this video a like if you guys like it. There we go. Ah, shit, now you really should not talk when I'm doing the outro, because it's like, you know, it's a program, it's a conditioned response. Give this video a like. Ah, shit, what do I usually say? Some of you guys haven't? There we go. Patreon will be getting these episodes early access and uncensored. Shit, it's so difficult when you actually try to remember what the words I say during these outros. People on YouTube, you guys aren't getting these uncensored. Well, members, you guys will be getting these early access too, but nothing uncensored. Also, people on YouTube that aren't on Patreon just yet, feel free to become a free member because that's gonna be where I put first episode previews of future playthroughs. One of these days, I'll actually make an effort to, edit out and make visual stuff for those promotions instead of saying it at the outro. One of these days, guys. When that is, I have absolutely no idea. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for some more. Well, people on YouTube members anyway, and also on Patreon. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for more of Arlie's route. See ya!